stakes are higher.
So first of all, this is in case you missed it and you're a fan. Well, as you can see, the next step for Rainbow Six Siege is here with Siege X. Launching on June 10, Ubisoft came out and announced the new game officially, and apparently they say it was a new hit. Here introduces a new 6v6 called Dual Front, adding new layers of tactical gameplay, letting players mix attackers and defenders on the same team for the first time. Plus, the game's core gets massive upgrades like better visuals, audio revamps, and smoother rappel mechanics. Right now, the beta phase is off. It was up until a week ago. Siege X goes free to play when it drops in June, and developers are releasing more trailers on a daily basis.
The desert wants you dead, Offworlder. If the sands don't take you, the storms will swallow you whole.
Dune Awakening is set to drop on May 20, and if you've been itching to explore the sands of Arrakis, the wait is almost over. The cool part is that you can already jump into the character creator ahead of the time, so go ahead and just get started on crafting your sci-fi alter ego however you want. In this game, you're tasked with uncovering the mystery of the missing Fremen, and with choices that shape your path, you're gonna be rising through the ranks, aligning with different factions in a constantly shifting universe. Those giant sandstorms, still terrifying, but that desert bike right there looks perfect. Plus, with climate mechanics and storms that shake up the map weekly, it's shaping up to be an exciting ride.
To fight for, to conquer. But there are forces beyond even your control. Master Arrakis, and it will open your mind. This is your path to awakening.
No one believes me, but that monster really exists.
Karma: The Dark World is shaping up to be one of those psychological thrillers that really messes with your mind. The demo just dropped for PlayStation 5 and PC, and it gives you the first hour of the game, enough to get a feel of East Germany vibing almost over 4 years ago, except it's an alternative timeline where this Leviathan corporation is pulling all the strings, controlling people with some heavy Orwellian vibes. If you're into next-gen visuals, this one looks stunning thanks to the Unreal Engine 5. It's coming out fully on March 27, so if the demo grabs your attention, there's not long to wait either. It's been a while since we first heard about Silent Hill F back in 2022, but now that Silent Hill 2 Remake has dropped and has received a lot of positive acclaim, Konami is shifting focus to this eerie Japan set addition to the franchise with Silent Hill F, taking place in the 1960s Japan. In fact, this game explores a whole new side of horror, blending the classic psychological horror fans love with unique Japanese settings and modern elements. In fact, the idea of beauty in horror plays a huge role here, with Konami hinting that even something perfect can become terrifying. Silent Hill F as it is promises to get under your skin in the best way possible. We just wished they'd released some gameplay.
自分の気持ちが自分で理解できない。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
ひなこ、もう時間がないのよ。あなたが生かされたということは、ここに至ってもまだ迷いがあるということなのね。あなたがそれに悩める時間はもう尽きかけている。
あなたは誰なの？さっきからなんで何もわからないふりをしているの？私はね、あんたをすぐに殺すこともできたんだよ。全部奪ったな。全部私から奪ったな。
Feed our world. A powerful being
falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders,
With that being said, Lost Soul Aside finally landing on May 30th this year feels like a dream come true so far for action RPG fans. Basically, it's Devil May Cry's combat meets Final Fantasy's grandeur and the use of Unreal Engine 5. The visuals are one of the most mind-blowing and the combat seems to be fast, fluid, and full of style. It's been a long wait since its reveal years ago, but now it's hitting PlayStation 5 and PC, and if you're into cinematic fights and some breathtaking worlds, this one's worth keeping on your radar. Let's just hope the wait pays off.
I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let me be your vengeance, the blade in your hand. Never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
He's coming here, I'm sure of it.
Seems like Sony has accidentally announced Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater's release, now coming out on August 28th. And they even released a trailer for it to make it all actually worth it. Here's a fresh look at the game's overhauled visuals, although the gameplay is relatively identical to the base version, not to mention there's a new first-person mode that you can use and enjoy. The game is also keeping its original voice acting and has rebuilt its original cutscenes in Unreal Engine 5. Check it out in case you missed it.
We are the sons of the boss!
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive.
A host of sorrows, and you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
I still have the Shagohod and the legacy. There is nothing America can do.
Out of Sight VR is definitely bringing something fresh to the horror genre, especially in VR, where things get way more immersive. This game throws you into the shoes of Sophie, which is a blind girl who sees the world through her teddy bear. Meaning you're not seeing it directly, you're relying on what the teddy bear sees. The developers seem to have nailed the atmosphere, and since VR already cranks up the intensity, it's bound to get under your skin. Honestly, it sounds like a perfect fit if you're into horror that feels different from the rest. Death Stranding 2 on the beach is on its way, and if you thought the first game was wild, well, buckle up. Hideo Kojima's back with more of that strange philosophical journey through what we call mayhem at its finest. I mean, there's a deeper connection between life, death, and the beach. If you play the original, you already know it's not your typical game. It's a part delivery service kind of game, part mind-bending sci-fi with some crazy plot twists, and basically pure magic. Sam Porter's back, and it looks like there's going to be more emphasis on relationships, rebuilding the world, and survive it against those entities, which I still have doubts of what they actually are. The visuals look even more stunning, and the atmosphere is still that weird mix, even more.
When the fury of emotions.
Now guys, Hell Is Us is officially dropping on September 4, and after the latest State of Play reveal, this one is shaping up to be something truly special. I mean, Nikon and Rogue Factor aren't really holding your hand with quest markers or a map indicator in this game. It's just basically pure discovery. So if you've ever wanted to explore a war-torn, basically a world completely on your own terms, this might be the adventure you've been waiting for. You're gonna be stepping into the shoes of a man searching for his past in a country that's ravaged by civil war and supernatural horrors, and gameplay-wise, it's just a breath of fresh air in the action-adventure genre.
What happened here?
Madness and hatred and lots of it. If impossible. It's you. We must continue. We've begun to uncover.
I hope this will be our last journey and bring us richness and freedom.
On the other hand, Nacon and Ace Team are bringing in a fresh dose of co-op horror with the Mound, Omen of Cthulhu, launching in 2025, we're not sure when, on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC. In this game, up to 4 players get to team up as explorers and search a treasure, but they will have to navigate a cursed jungle filled with monstrous, reality-bending creatures inspired by Lovecraftian tales. This game blurs the line between reality and hallucinations, making trust and teamwork pretty crucial for your survival. As madness sits in, one bad move can lead to disaster, so the question remains, will you make it out with riches or lose your mind in the process?
Why did you shoot? Why did you shoot him?
Towerborne is finally hitting game preview for Xbox Series and PC on April 29, and the Class Mastery update here looks like a real game changer. If you've been playing it on Steam's early access or just jumping in for the first time, there's a lot to get excited about. You're still getting that looter brawler vibe with side-scrolling combat, but now we've got cross-platform play, couch co-op, and the slick new class system that lets you really fine-tune your character. Plus, there are over 50 new missions, fresh companions, legendary gear, and even a new boss.
Having trouble sleeping again?
Cthulhu, the Cosmic Abyss, is also shaping up to be a real mind-bender. Big Bad Wolf, the folks who did Vampire the Masquerade, Swan Song, are actually back with something that's going to mess with your head in all the best ways. It's set in H.P. Lovecraft's universe, so you already know it's going to be dripping with that eerie vibe, where you play as a secret agent investigating disappearances in the middle of the Pacific. The whole vibe from the teaser is pretty creepy. Definitely want to keep on your radar if you're into that dark, atmospheric horror that doesn't rely on jump scares but just messes with your head. This one's coming out in 2026.
Noah, stabilize your breathing rate. Focus on my voice. Vital signs critical. Stay with me, Noah.
Stygian Outer Gods is stepping into early access on April 14, bringing its eerie first-person survival horror experience to Steam. This game is set in the universe of Stygian, Reign of the Old Ones, and takes you to this cursed town of Kingsport, where you will explore creepy mansions, woods, and mines. The early access version over here covers the protagonist's early journey, with more content rolling out later, and each decision and every choice has an impact and can change the way you experience narrative. Check it out and prepare to unravel a 1,000-year-old mystery on April 14. If you've ever wondered what it's like to mess with gravity, Bionic Bay is ready to show you. This is a physics-based platformer with action, creative game mechanics, and a biochemical world where you can actually shift gravity. You get to solve puzzles and explore these living, breathing environments. The platforming seems to be super smooth and pretty creative, with controls that just seem to be clicking. Add in some slick visuals and an ambient soundtrack, and you're in for some immersive experience. Dropping on April 17 for PlayStation 5 and PC, this one's all about creative challenges and mind-bending fun. Definitely worth checking out.
It devoured everything from the past.
Now, with that being said, we've got here Tides of Annihilation. It's a brand new action-adventure game that blends Arthurian legend with a reimagined London. In this game, you play as the last survivor of a city was overtaken by a fog that distorts reality and transforms its inhabitants into monsters. Your mission here is to uncover the secrets behind this invasion and restore balance to the world. In fact, the game features a unique combat system where you can actually summon and command over 10 legendary knights, each with their own distinct abilities inspired by the Arthurian lore. And it has obviously generated attention for its impressive visuals and mechanics.
To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
Holy Grail. Blood. This is a feast only for the king. You can't escape from your doomed fate.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to you.
And last but not least, we've got Fable 4. Maybe not just any reboot here, it's the revival of a series. And I think a lot of people are actually hyped for this one, despite all the dislike. Playground Games, the folks now handling it, have some big shoes to fill after Fable pretty much set the bar for player freedom and the cheeky, dark humor it's known for, so it seems like we're in for a good laugh, which is always a plus in Fable games. I don't know about you, but that's a feature a lot of us are hoping makes a comeback, and yeah, it's an Xbox exclusive, so PlayStation players are out of luck this time.